And welcome back, guys, to part 2 of Let's Play Monster Hunter 3rd Ultimate 2. Trolltimate, yeah! But anyway, in the last part, we went through pretty much just the beginning stuff, and now we're doing a little bit more of the tutorial stuff. And I'm gonna try and steamroll through this as best as I can so we can actually get to the cool stuff. Because this can be a little bit boring at times, but nevertheless, here we go. Hey yo, Hunter! Thanks for all the meat. I get woozy if I don't eat every couple of hours. I can't burp on command, sorry. It's one skill I've never had, is burping on command. You and me are gonna get along. So I just oh god, that's so creepy. Plus, his face is just so weird. It's like these two little strands of hair where he has like a ponytail, but it's clipped up, which is fine. That's cool. But then there's these two little like horns that come out, and then he has like super mutton chops that just whatever. let's stop looking at people's appearance and assless chaps and just go on. So I just finished figuring out all the materials we'll need to fix up the base camp. We need to dig new latrines, rebuild tents, cover the old latrines, de-loose the bed. We need serious resources. Know what those are? You can increase our resources by hunting monsters in the Mocha Woods or finding the right items. We villagers can't go very far into the woods. The monsters out there tend to love us for dinner. Yeah. But a hunter like you could hike anywhere in those woods, no sweat. You'd come back loaded with resources. Don't worry, we fixed up the roads that got messed up by the quake. Go gather some resources in the wood, will you? But don't go stumbling around at night. That can get you hurt in those woods. Best stick to daytime hunting for now. Oh, I almost forgot. I have something here for you. This is one thing that I don't know why they took this out. Maybe it has to do with space or loading. I don't know really. But the night mechanic is no longer in this game like it was in Monster Hunter Tri. It's like you can't. He says not to go out, but that's just meaning that if you were to go out right now, it would never turn night. In the old one, there used to be like a 3 cycle. There used to be the morning, the evening, and the night, and you could go out at night and you could hunt at night, and certain things would only appear at night. But now that's not the case anymore. I think they just did it just to streamline it a little bit to make it easier for the player. But at the same time, all this information that could be on the WiiU disc has to also be on that small little cartridge for the 3DS. So that give and take, I could speculate for hours. But nevertheless, alright, but I've got some here. Take this barbecue. I've made it myself. Use it to roast some raw meat you carve. Nothing beats outdoor cooking. I think it's a cinch to use. It gives you some grilling tips next time you're in the woods. Blah, 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 blah. He loves getting reports. Alright. So pretty much what this guy needs, and I already have 5,000. That's DLC stuff. Try not to pay too much attention to that. But he needs 30p, which means that in normal aspects, I'm supposed to go out there and gain enough for that. But I don't need to worry about that because there's a DLC right now. If your Wii is connected to the internet, or I think even your 3DS is connected to the internet, you can go out and download this sort of sub-quest that just gives you 5,000 resource points, which is nice. And I wasn't actually expecting it to apply to this character, but apparently it did. So here we go. Pop that in there. Oh, thanks, Hunter. Never would have figured you to gather the resources needed for the repair of the camp so quickly. I guess the old man was right. You hunters really are something. We'll take it from here. Leave the fixin' to us. Our lives in the village are tied to resources. I'll calculate the resources for everything you hunt in the woods. Once in a while, I come across valuable commodities while I'm tallying up your spoils. Trust me, if we do find a commodity or two, I'll be sure to hand them over to you. Keep showing them carnivores who's boss. Can expect a lot of resources and commodities in the future. Remember, you have to report your kills as you've hunted in the woods. I'm the one that keeps track of this stuff. Oh, one last thing. Our woodman artisan was hunting for you. I hear he wants to talk to you about weapon upgrades. Go and see him at his anvil, will you? Old craftsmen like him deserve your respect. Alright, thanks, Hunter. Alright, so it wants me to go talk to Mr. Artisan Boy over here. Hey, it's you. It's fine timing, kid. I got... Hey, kid, I could give him such a terrible accent right now. A wee favor to ask you. Have you a reckoning going on hunting in the village? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he pretty much just wants me to go mining. So that's what we're going to do. And it's going to be awesome. So he gave me a mega pickaxe, which is actually a really good thing to give me right off the bat. Oh, somebody wants to talk to me over here. I think this is the cat, though. Oh, no, it's actually the... yeah, there, no trouble rounding up the resources needed. Blah, blah, blah. I think he's going to give me some money. You going to give me some money? You going to give me some money? No? Yeah, he gave me some money. Though I've actually built up quite a lot of money already. I don't know if... Yeah, it shows me in the stats. Because I sold a lot of the stuff that was in my box. I might as well show this off just so you guys can see what I'm aiming for in this Let's Play. So in my equipment, I sold all the stuff that I know I'm not going to use. So I'm definitely going to be running a Blade Master set, just because I'm not proficient at all in bow guns yet. I will eventually, probably that no data character that I mentioned in the first part will be turned into a bow gun character. Or a gunner in this case. I think that's what they're called in Monster Hunter. But I want to actually try and get good with things like the switch axe and the hunting horn. The hunting horn seems rare and unique, and I'm really kind of interested to see how that will all work out. But I'm definitely I'm definitely very proficient in hammers and sword and shields and lances. So I'm definitely going to do that. I think I'm going to leave the gun lance out. That's why I kind of sold it. Though I could always just, you know, make it again. It's not that big of a deal. But those are the weapons that I'm really interested in using. So if you guys want to leave some information in the comment section below about which one you think you'd really like to see me do, then that would be greatly appreciated. But nevertheless, we're going to go out and we are going to get some iron ore for our gentleman of old. Well, yes, I know where the iron ore is. Area 4 is where we are heading. Though there is some places in Area 7, I think, that we can actually hunt. But nevertheless, alright, I put my meat away, so I don't really need I can't really cook anything. But that's okay. Maybe I'll probably do that off screen. Get a bunch of pardon my nosiness, kid, but you have a pickaxe, right? You need one if you plan on doing some mining. That skull of yours is thick, but not thick enough to chip rock. Alright, blah, 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 blah. Thanks for calling me an idiot. Yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Actually, I'm kind of interested to see if Area 7 does actually have that. Does it have a hack point? No, I think it's actually going to force me to go to the cave in 4. Well, since I'm here, I know I said I wasn't going to do this, but since I'm here, I'm just going to farm for whetstones. This is probably the best place in the game to get whetstones if you really need them. Most of the time, though, you're going to get them from just wayward quests. Like if you actually go do any of the harvest quests, it's going to give you those automatically. Ooh. Give me some monster fluid, maybe? And I totally missed. Alright, that gives me a resource. Those guys are going to get mad, but I should be able to grab... Yeah, some monster fluid. Nice. Ow! They bit me. Alright. There we go. That takes care of that. Oh, they still count as kills, so that's just how it is. But pretty much what that was is a... if an Atroth, or however, Alatroth, or however you say their stupid names, absorbs something from a resource point, it will leave a little sort of speck if you kill it. And monster fluid is actually quite rare, so when you actually have the time to do it, you should definitely do it and kill them. It doesn't happen very often, especially if you're... excuse me. If you're focusing mostly on quests and stuff and not actually going out into the wilderness and gathering resources like I am right now. But at the same time, it can also be very, very, very useful. But now, once I get all these herbs and Felvine, it's time to actually go to Area 4 and do what I came here to do, which is mine. I think we're actually going to get introduced to Jaggies here if I actually... maybe that only happens if I actually do the proper resource gathering. Killing these guys is actually kind of important because they give really good resources. And ow. There we go. They don't give as much resource points as, you know, like bigger monsters in the Moga Woods, but they're definitely good, especially if you're going to be making armor sets. And I've actually also made this a personal goal to make all the armor sets, at least in the low rank quests here in the village. So I will be making a Jaggy set, I will be making a Bone set, and a Chainmail, and Rathian, and all that jazz. So if you always wanted to see what they look like, well, I will be doing that for you. And actually, speaking of which, I thought there was a grab point that I just saw. Well, I guess not. I totally missed, but that's okay. There we go. Stab a Jaggy, take its hide. And like I said, this makes up most of the percentage of the game, is resource gathering. And in essence, it's sort of like an MMO, if you wanted to compare it to something. But at the same time, it's a little bit more complicated than that. It's resource gathering, if anything. You're trying to be the best that you can be. That type of stuff. Now, we are looking for a different colored rock. Now, this used to be... Oh, looks like I found one, actually. Sometimes this one isn't here. But this is the best place to mine things like iron ore. You can get macrolite ore in this cave, but most of the time, you're only going to get iron ore. And I think they're called aqua glow jewels. And those are some really good things to actually make decorations. And my mega pickaxe broke. That's really shitty. Nevertheless, we don't need to worry about that. We are going to get back to the village before our stamina completely runs out. I've actually never stayed out in the Moga area for like a really long extended period of time and watch my my stamina bar just deplete to nothing. But that's to say that can't actually happen. Because it will. And it has on occasion, actually. But yeah, now that I can actually gain resources by coming out here and hunting, I think I'm going to go and build up a supply of honey and herbs and blue mushrooms as quickly as I can before actually tackling more of the story and getting back to the Let's Play. But nevertheless, that's stuff that I'll be doing off-screen, and you guys will not have to suffer through it like you are right now. One of these days, I'll actually listen to the stuff that I'm actually talking about, and I probably should have gone the other way. I'm sort of used to seeing the map on my WiiU screen. I usually look down to see my map, because I find that the map sort of takes over the screen a little bit. Alright, yes, I know, I'm almost back at the village. I think I will take care of some Kelby. Yeah, you can get mad. There we go. Try and get myself up to proper resources. Boy. There we go. That was perfect. Try to keep myself on a 10, because it makes me mad every single time that's not. And we are all set to go. I think I almost have max herbs. Or herbs. I could have this discussion for hours about, is it herb or herb? But I digress. It's not worth it in the long run to talk about it. And let's go. So that was almost 15 minutes of just going out there and doing that thing that I do. And we are going to talk to you. Now here's my hunt report. Really? Total of 38, huh? Oh well, I don't know how that happened. But I'll send a fish finder, some shroom germs to the box. And... Kibabu. Alright, a juicy meat gave Cha-Cha a great idea. Why is this here? That's really random. Maybe that's a DLC quest. That really shouldn't be there. I don't know. Help with what, eh? What now? You planning on bringing the iron ore? Use a pickaxe of mine. Yes, I did do that. Oh, I have to fulfill your village request. Derp to derp. There you go, sir. Yeah. So, yeah, they're usually cheaper to make if I get him to make it. So, for example, I could have him forge some chainmail if I had an earth crystal. And that's far cheaper. It's 200 gold there. And all I need to do is go farm the resources. Whereas if I go over here, if I were to buy the armor, it'd be 400. So, yeah, 200 zenny doesn't seem like a lot in the long run, especially if you're going to buy it. And some of the later armors you won't be able to buy at all. So I could see where this could actually come in handy. But at the same time, meh. It'd be kind of a worthless purchase, if you ask me. Because pretty much the resources that I'd need to make that armor, so I need just 1 and 1. The chest I can already make because I have a warm pelt. Arms. A chainmail, I just need whetstone. And iron ore. A belt, I just need 2 warm pelts, so I need 1 more warm pelt. And I need 2 more, so I actually need 3 more warm pelts and a little bit more iron ore, and I can make the chainmail set, which I'm probably going to do by the next video because I'm pretty awesome. Heyo, I hear you went on the artisan smithy. I took a shine to you, did he? Well, I ain't, if you aren't, you special. Excuse me. That hunter wanted to talk to me, actually. Does he need me to do anything? No, he does not. I definitely don't have global stuff. I didn't actually know that all that stuff mattered, but it does, apparently. But now that I've done all that, my farm has actually been properly unlocked, so I can actually start growing some commodities, actually, which is pretty cool. The first thing is he's just going to tell me that the cat has come back so I can actually start farming. And I'm probably going to do just that. And since I got some shroom germ, I am going to cultivate some blue mushrooms. I'll use that shroom germ, and we'll go for 3 cycles. Cycles depending upon how leveled up your boxes are. So if your shroom box is leveled up to level 3, you're going to be able to do it 10 times. Right now you can only do 3, and it takes a little bit of resources. Only 15 though. It's not going to put me under 5,000, which is cool. That's very gracious of it. And he will grow some shrooms for me, which sounds very, very terrible now that I say it out loud. Veggies, 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 blah, blah, blah. I mean, I'd rather grow meat, but you can't actually do that. So his name is Chikori, but I would actually like to change his name. I don't know what I want to call him. Let's look at this. Tuber? Tuber sounds like Time. Time is actually pretty cool. I like that. Can I actually name them after mostly after plants? You know what? I think I will name him Time. So your new name is Time. Meow, I think I prefer my new name you gave me. Alright, that's good. So Time is he's gonna farm our beautiful mushrooms, our shrooms. And grunt. Yes, grunt. Alright, so we can rename our pig here. Let's see. Gomez. Yeah, let's call our pig Gomez. Or Killer. Cobra. Dr. Ham with 2 M's. Jiggly. Vanilla. Baco. Yes, Baco the pig. It's one letter shy of bacon. Seems to like it. So we can actually pet. This is sort of a mini game, and I don't really understand how to do this perfectly. But I think you have to listen to the music, and I'm gonna try. And if things happen, things happen. Squeak, 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 squeak. Alright, so I didn't fail it, because if I failed it, then it would attack me and run away. But I don't think I did it perfectly, because it didn't give me hearts. But that's okay. Ah ha ha, ain't that a story of telling the grandkids? Oh, play this over there. Do. Actually liked, yeah. Do. So he's just giving me more information about the Legiacris, which is sort of like the big baddie monster that's attacking. But it looks like he wants me to go fishing. And I think that's pretty much, yeah. So this guy's pretty much giving me the idea of saying, go out, go do some fishing. So that's what we're going to actually do. But first things first, we are going to drop off all this stuff. We can collect more while we're out there. I do need the fishing harpoons, though. I think, actually, I'm going to carry that, and yeah, I really don't need anything else. I mean, I could do some barbecuing, but I'll probably do that off screen. So I'm just going to carry the harpoon stuff, and we're going to go kill ourselves some fishers. Fisher! We're going to do some fishing. And introduce the last mechanic of the game that really actually needs to be told. Excuse me. Is the swimming aspect. Which is something of, I don't know, I find it cool, but at the same time, it's kind of monotonous and boring. And it definitely adds a hard factor to this video game. But at the same time, it shouldn't be easy, right? So you should definitely not give it guff for that. But man, oh man, I can't actually wait to actually get to some good parts. Because right now, this is quite boring. I feel for you guys, I really do. But I guess I could tell a story. Not very much has really been happening in my life as of right now, so it's sort of kind of boring, if that makes any sense, because it's so much. I'm pretty held up with my job and everything like that. Or my jobs. I guess that's what I could talk about. That's so weird. It feels like I pulled out my knife. That's a terrible way of putting it, but yeah. And I don't have a lot of time for me, and when I do, it's dedicated mostly to my girlfriend and just sort of playing video games casually. A lot of the times I really feel like I could just whip out my capture card and just, go for it and have some fun and just do it, but at the same time, it is pretty hard to actually sort of dedicate yourself to actually do that. And when I actually have the time to do it, I'm sort of on the fence about saying, whatever. I'll do it next time, or I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it this and that, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. But nevertheless, that's not something that we really need to talk about anymore. We can actually do the things that we were meant to, which is Let's Play. And trust me, I really miss Let's Playing. You have no idea. Sometimes I feel as though things will never go properly my way if I don't take my time to actually, post and put something on the internet. I know it sounds kind of dumb in some aspects, but at the same time, I really do enjoy it. I like putting out content. Whether it's viewed or not, it really doesn't matter to me. It's really just for my own self-worth. Oh yeah, I got one thing I gotta tell you. Yeah, so he's just pretty much telling me something that I already know. Ooh, red coral stone. This is actually going to be turned into a resource, actually. I don't actually use it to make anything of importance. It's just something that will give me extra resources at the end of the quest. But what we are doing is hunting giant fish. Giant fish. So our main goal here is actually to wound and not kill, so we can actually get the things that we are sent out here to get. It's only really a tutorial. There's nothing we actually need to bring back, but just so everybody understands how this works, is we actually need to wound this fish and not kill it. And I think I actually killed it. Yes. Yes, I killed it. But what we actually want to do so we can actually carve it is to hit it 1, 2. Alright, that should be enough. Put this away, and then we're going to use our harpoon on it. And there we go. So now that it's dead, I can actually carve from it. And it just gave me some life crystals, which is very interesting. I didn't actually know it could actually give me that. But actually, before I head back to the village, and he actually unlocked a new thing for me, so I don't actually have to go all the way back to the start, is go to my menu and just quit. But I actually want to come over here, and my mega pickaxe broke. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, so we're going to hit return to village, and we are set. And that 30 resources that I gained extra was from, whatchamacallit, from them tingies. Holy crap, we got lots of quests. But from the red coral stones that I got. Nice worth, with the mullet hunting, blah, 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 blah. And I don't think you have anything special you want to give me right now, which is cool. You just want to tell me about, guild hunting, right? Yeah, armor spheres. And he's going to give me armor spheres, which allow me to upgrade weapons and the like. Or not weapons, but armor. But nevertheless, that is pretty much it for this episode. Some of this extra dialogue is, yeah, who's back from swimming, yada, yada, yada. Oh, he gives me extra money, which is cool. And now guild quests are open to us, and this is really going to open up exactly what I really want this Let's Play to be about, which is about killing monsters, and not about gathering little pieces of equipment, even though there's still a little bit more of that to do. I should be able to get most of it done in the next part. So, I will see you guys next time on Let's Play Monster Hunter U, and, or I shouldn't say Monster Hunter Ultimate, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. And we shall start our guild quest. So take care, guys. Stay frosty, and happy hunting.